hope you got your shitting pants on. What? Your shitting pants? I hope you're wearing them right now. Because you are about to shit your pants.
Guys, I sincerely hope that none of you were part of the $3.4 billion liquidated within the past 12 hours. I sincerely hope that for you guys. I know there's a little bit of a joke in the beginning about the shitting pants, but a lot of people had their shitting pants on today. A lot of panic selling went on today. That big dump wasn't all market manipulation. It was people getting in high, thinking it's going to go up forever. And then a market correction, and then panic sales, and down, down, down. That being said, guys, I'm going to take a look at the market in general with BTC, and then I'm going to do a Ravencoin analysis. And honestly, it's going to be really tough right now to do that, but I'm going to try my best. So stay tuned, guys. I'm going to give it a go. First and foremost, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. You guys know this by now. You manage your own money. You trade at your own risk. I do this for fun. I do this for education and informational purposes only, and I do not manage your money. With that being said, I do want to show one thing. My last video about not making the mistakes that I make, and I said, you know what? I lost 30% or 3%, but 30% on margin of a small bet. And I said, you know what? The stop loss was the right move. And I'm going to show you why. Sand, I bought in at 96 cents, right around 96 cents, and I got stop loss at 93. That shit went down to 61 cents a day. That would have been a guaranteed liquidation of all my assets. That was a 30% drop. That would have liquidated me. So that is why you set a stop loss and you don't let things ride out. That is it. With that being said, I just wanted to get that out of the way first. But with that being said, let's take a look at Bitcoin. And today on Bitcoin, I was trying to set up lines of support to potentially, where this could potentially stop. Where this could stop its bleeding. And at first I was thinking, okay, well, 49.4 had a nice resistance support line here. Nope, blew through that. Okay, what about 46.8? That was, a good support here. I mean, it hit this thing 3, 4, 5 times. Over here, it hit it a handful of times here. Oh, nope, blew through that. 44, nice support here twice. Support here, support, nope. 42 and some change. 42 and some change is where it finally bottomed out. And if we look at this the right way, or if we look at this in a sense where we were talking about the two-way, we were talking about the waves, and this is why it's so hard to play out the waves, in real time. But if we look at where we're at now, that gets us much closer to a 50% retrace. And we were talking about a 42K retrace target, 42.5 here to 38.2. That would be like the minimum of our retrace if at our prior top. And when our top was 50K and we were starting to come down, we were going sideways. We're like, okay, this could be a good two-wave. Probably going to come down, ABC correction phase, yada, 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 all that. 42K was an early target. 40K was a really good 50% target. It just happened late, but it happened. 42K hit, and it hit hard on a lot of people. Like I said, $3.4 billion liquidated today out of the market. I hope you were not somebody who needed to make a quick move to save yourself, because I was unable to log on to my exchange for an hour or so. So that really sucked. Also, I didn't get enough profit out before this dump happened. I'm still in Link, even though I'm still in good profit in Link. I'm in profit on everything still, but EOS was up to 6 and some change. I should have sold there. VET was up to like 15 cents. I should have sold there. Link was up to 36. I should have sold there. So I sold out chunks. I made sure my debt was down. And that's the big thing about trading margin. Everybody's going to talk about the liquidation and how trading on margin is stupid and you always lose. You lose when you don't play the game right. When you don't play with contingencies, you have to have stop losses. You have to take out profits and pay yourself back to keep your debt ratio down. And you're good to go. I was nowhere near getting liquidated on anything, even though I still had money in. I was nowhere near liquidation. It would have taken like a Link down to like $9 to liquidate me. All right, with all that being said, let's take a look at Ravencoin. Ravencoin had a huge, obviously, dip down just like everything else did. What I will say is I tried to do this video twice prior, and I was just like, my ADD was kicking in and the price kept going down and going down and going down. And I'm like, whoa, I'm checking every asset to see where the new lines are, and it kept throwing my video off. So I had to stop and try it again multiple times. Look, if we can get some buying pressure back in, if this flips or if this ends up, let me put this back on the daily real quick, just so we can be, if the daily gets back into this handle range, we are still in a cup and handle pattern. I believe that we all got a little gung-ho and we all got a little too excited about this being a breakout, because initially we were looking like this and that broke out. I think it might have been a false break. I think it might have been a fake out, and we're still in the handle pattern of the cup and handle, probably more along the lines of that, in which case our goals and our targets are still in place. This might actually be the best thing that could have happened to Ravencoin, because now we have a daily RSI lower than what we've had in a long time. I mean, last time it was bottomed this low, we were here. I mean, we were at 5 cents. So just think about that in the long term. Yeah, this long big wick sucks. It does. And you know, if you were playing this breakout, it sucks. It was a bad break, but long term, I think we are still very bullish. I mean, if you look at the 4 hour again, if we go back to the 4, come on, I know you're way down there. I know you're way down here. It's like it doesn't even want to acknowledge that what happened today happened. We go in the 4 hour. Look, the bulls are locked and loaded. They're down. The bears are starting to come down already. Like they blasted up and they're coming down already. This big MACD is gonna flip. The RSI dropped down to like 20. Where was the bottom? It was 22 was the bottom of the RSI. If you were able to buy this bottom, you're golden. You're going to make like 20% profits within a couple of days, because these candles are going to go huge, I think. Again, I don't want to call too much because we still haven't gotten back into the pattern. This could become a resistance. We could hit this bottom and kind of fade out of it, and then we got to redraw the whole thing all over again. I think this becomes a quick pick me up. It gets back into this range and it picks back up on the range, and it just gives us that much more breathing room to get into the bigger long-term picture, because I still believe this cup and handle plays out, and I still believe even the cup and handle, just playing the cup and handle out to here, is a 30-cent Ravencoin just to break out of this handle. Sometimes I think these colors get a little hard to see. Some are just in yellow, so it's easier to see. Blue against a black background might be a little too much. But the target on the cup and handle is typically the overall depth of the deepest point of the cup. So you take this, you go, there's our depth, and that would be the breakout handle. So with that being said, guys, today sucked, but it should rebound nicely. And I will say that I got one move today. I got one move in today, and I was looking at it, and so far I'm doing okay. I'm still a little nervous, but I had to make a buy because I was in a decent position not to get liquidated. I picked up AAVE, and I got it at 345. So I didn't quite get, obviously didn't quite get the bottom down at, holy crap, it went down to 303. But I couldn't even log on during this long wick down. Like I literally couldn't log on. So I figured I'd get it back on the way back up. I think we'll get solid support back at 360, and then we'll get back to, we'll get back to a bull run here. This is a breather. This is a reset button. This is getting a lot of weak hands out of the market. That's all this is. This is a reset button for the market. So that being said, guys, if you're in Raven, if you love Raven, nothing changes. A little road bump, a little speed bump, that's it. Raven still strong, still worthwhile, and it's still gonna blow out its cup and handle. I can't guarantee it. Obviously nothing's a guarantee, but I would be willing to bet on it. So that being said, guys, if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And as always, until next time, peace.